Hey good people, it is Angie the Purple Craft Diva here, and I got another new craft for us to make these beautiful little single rose bouquets. So it's got a candle here at the bottom, and it's got a flower at the top wrapped up, just personalized for each individual person. These are great for baby showers. It would be really cute on the table for like a tea party. It would be really cute. I made these for Mother's Day, or anything you want to add a little girly flower bouquet feel to. So let me show you how to make them. So what we're going to start with is our tissue paper, and this is plastic tissue paper. It's see-through. You can see it doesn't tear anything. It's the good stuff, and like what professional flower shops use. Now it comes in these big sheets. I don't even know what size this is. I'll look it up and put it on the video. But it comes in these huge sheets. This is just half the sheet. As you can see, I've cut it in half already down this way. And then I cut it again to get these cute little squares. Now, this really depends on what size your candle is. But for the candle that I'm going to be using, these cute little, they're bigger than a tea light. But, you know, little tea light candles, this little square is perfect. So cut this to the size that you like. You're also going to need some ribbon, and I just make the ribbon about 1.5 size of whatever tissue paper I'm doing. So the first thing you're going to do is it's now I'm putting it in the diagonal triangle shape, the diamond. It's no longer the square, but shift it so that we get points. You're going to take your candle, put it in the middle. And then I like to pull it up. So let me show you to where it's a little shorter in the front and a little longer in the back. And that is so we get cute little peaks at the back when we're done. Now, even though I'm showing you how I do this, I'm telling you all, I've done hundreds of these. They come out different every time, but this is the basis of what it is. All right, so I put this in the middle. Make sure it's just a little shorter in the front. And then I'm going to fold that first V over and hold it, right? So now we're going to make some of the pleats. So I'm just putting my thumb finger down, bringing this in at an angle, and fold. And I'm holding it with my finger, okay? I'm going to show you that again. Let me tilt it a little bit so you all can see it. It's messing with, I like to have it tight. Trying to tilt it is messing it up. All right. So I have my thumb here, my thumb here. I'm bringing the tissue paper in. First of all, y'all hear the crunch? Yeah. Bringing this in and hold and hold. Okay, so now we have our first two pleats. So then what we're going to do is going to turn it. And I'm just making sure everything is right up. Okay, pushing my candle all the way to the back. Make sure it's tight. And I'm going to just do the same thing over and over again. I'm taking my thumb. These two fingers are holding everything down. I got my thumb holding here. And I'm creating another pleat. Y'all see what I'm doing? Okay. Push that pleat down. And we're going to continue to go around. Pleat. And sometimes it's easier once you've gone so far to just come towards the back. Now, I will say once you get to the back, you want to make sure you look in the inside. Sometimes this top is pushed down. You want to make sure it is at least out your way because you don't want to get that into a pleat. I got my thumb. I'm pulling it at an angle. I've created a pleat. Okay. Same kind of thing in the last one in the back. I'm pulling it at an angle. And I've created a pleat. And then naturally, you want to just grab it. And your pleats, some pleats will just come naturally, okay? But once you notice, I mean, you'll have all of these pleats. Some of these pleats I made, some of them just naturally came when I grabbed it, all right? So you want to get your hand, and I have small hands, so you all should be able to do this. Put your hand all the way around your candle to hold the pleats. Now we're going to open this up a little. And why I chose to use this kind of tissue paper is because you can do so much more manipulation without it getting all ratty. All right, so we're going to take a flower. And these flowers came in a bunch. Here, let me show you all that. All right, so to save money and make this a more inexpensive craft, I buy bunches. It's just cheaper this way, and I actually buy bunches on sale. So this came in a bunch, these flowers, and I cut them off. I make sure that like these in particular didn't have the greenery attached. So I did hot glue a greenery into every flower just to every flower have something green too. Some of the bunches I bought in different colors had the flowers already, I mean the greenery already attached. However it works for you, I just cut it off the stem. Once you're done, this is trash. And then so nothing sharp, I wrap it in floral tape. Floral tape, which I think I got this from the Dollar Tree. I wrap it in floral tape at the bottom. I bought all big fluffy flowers like this because I wanted to have something big feel in here. But you can literally buy whatever flowers you like. And what the cool thing about this is, you could also buy real flowers and do that with this. Do that with real flowers too. All right, so back to our candle. So we have it all opened up, but you have it by hand, so all of your pleats are still intact. You're going to take your flower and you're going to shove it down in the back. Get it down in there secure. Make sure it's in part of the grip that you have. And then I close this back up, making sure that my pleats are intact because that's going to be the pretty part when we're done. Okay, and then I'm going to take my ribbon. And I like to make sure the ribbon is on top of the candle because that's what's going to hold the flower in place. And y'all see why I like the plastic tissue paper better because, honey, that regular tissue paper would be, you know, not in a ball by now, okay? Okay, so you're going to tie that really tight, as you can see. And you want to make sure that the flower is down underneath the tie so that it's not going to fall out. And here, remember I told you all could add personalization. So I made these for Mother's Day for my church. We just put some little signs on them. And so just printed these out over and over again, hole punched them, and now I'm going to tie through the ribbon. Now, because, you know, I'm used to crafting, I can keep a strong hold on this. But if you cannot, you may want to go ahead and double knot this because once you let it go, it starts to open up and then you'll have to start all back over with the tying. So you can either just hold it like I'm holding it, or if you're unable to do that, if it feels hard to you, go ahead and just knot it now and then you can set it to the side. So I just take the end of the ribbon through my little hole. Got a Happy Mother's Day on there. Get it back tight. And now we're just going to tie a simple bow, like tying your shoe. In a mini version. You have a beautiful little bow. Depending on what kind of ribbon you use, you can cut the ends to be fancy. But all right, last little thing is you open up all your layers. And there's that cute little V that we wanted in the back. And you just move them around, open it up, peel it out, just enough to where you can still see the flower. I like to pull up a little bit just in case there's any excess down at the bottom. But this is the fun part. Now, after I made 100 of them, it wasn't so fun. And then you have a little bouquet. Easy peasy. I think these were definitely inexpensive when you buy them on stocks. But this could be, the tag could be a name for a placeholder for a dinner setting. These could be cute in a little teacup for a tea party. Or as I'll show you while we put them on a table, gives us like a really cool garden theme giveaways. Simple enough, doesn't take long, and it's inexpensive. For more creative ideas, hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Bye.